I knew people who were getting involved with it. You heard about it on the news. You weren't exactly sure what it was going to turn out to be.
Well, I mean, being a resident of Grand Rapids, it's hard not to hear.
We thought, wow, what a great activity right here in Grand Rapids. We have to be part of that. People are coming from all over the world. We have the advantage of living right here, mere blocks from where the ArtPrize is held at. We have to do it.
Wow, how many artists? How much do you win?
This kind of became known as Mecca. If you were going to compete for art, this was where to do it.
ArtPrize is the world's largest prize for art. We give away over $450,000 in prizes, $250,000 for first place, 100 for second, 50 for third, and 7 for the rest of the top 10. The only real rules to participate in ArtPrize are that you have to be 18 and that you have to show your work somewhere in a 3 square mile area of Grand Rapids. And then the prize is decided by a public vote.
But more than that, it's probably the most dramatically open arts competition as well. Because not only is it an open call for artists, but in a sense it's an open call for venues, an open call for kind of participation at just all sorts of levels.
The benefits of hosting ArtPrize from a mayor's perspective is the national attention that's being focused on our city of Grand Rapids. People are coming from all over, certainly from all over the region, and as I understand, from around the country. To Grand Rapids, they're discovering that there's a city here that is worth coming back to. So it's really put Grand Rapids on the global art map, and for that I'm very pleased.
I think one of the biggest kicks I got out of ArtPrize was seeing so many people come to town and have like a little map or not, looking for those venue signs. And going, oh, there's something there, let's go see it. You know, and just to have people that excited about going and looking at art, I thought was great.
Like, I have a lot of formal training, and all of that was not to learn how to make work that only connects with other people in the arts world. All of that was to learn how to connect with everybody else. You know, those are the skills I was trying to learn, and I think they did it well. So the fact that the public is being empowered is thrilling to me. It tells me, you know, whether I'm connecting with with the public, and it tells me by looking at what pieces the public looks at and really responds to, it tells me something about, you know, what the society is connecting with. You know, what are the themes that are important to us.
Look at the quality of the art that's here. There are amazing pieces of art in Grand Rapids today. Some in the art community have their noses high in the air and think that only an expert can know good art when he or she sees it. I say baloney to that. This is a very democratic process, and I think it's generated an enormous amount of excitement.
It's been still surreal. I think that's the key word to this entire project, is surreal. To have people come in and just rave about it, to see people come in 3, 4, 5 times. The mayor's been down here 3 times. People are, you know, the buzz is all over the city, and it's crazy.
And so we've already won. The first night we saw at least 3,000 to 5,000 people come through our exhibit. 3,000 to 5,000 people never see one of our ice sculptures. They're gone before the night's out.
There were even people saying things like, oh, I saw this online, and I've been walking all day, but I just had to come here to see this vase. Like, there were those kind of responses, which really blew me away.
You know, celebrate ArtPrize. ArtPrize is a great thing for Grand Rapids and for everybody coming down here to look at all this great art. Yeah. And, you know, 500 more artists this year. I can't see how we can go wrong with it. And it's a great thing to be able to live here in Grand Rapids and bring down a big scale piece like we did this year.
At the one side of things, the great takeaway is for an artist who maybe has never shown beyond the kitchen table, right? There's the biggest takeaway is, you know, try, you know, do something. If you have an idea, take an action on it and put it in front of people and see what happens, and don't be afraid of the feedback. But you know, on the other side of things, for maybe, you know, an established and emerging artist, I think the takeaway is that there's still plenty of room for innovation, and
that you have to remember that there's a broader audience that can be participating in your work. That you can use things like ArtPrize as opportunities to kind of extend beyond the medium that you've chosen for your career and involve the audience, a broad audience in that whole process.
I'd like to look for and encounter just regular people and paint them in the mural, and then people come by and they go, who is that guy? It's Joe Schmo. Why did you paint him? Why not? And that's my answer, why not? Everyone is worthy to be immortalized in the mural. Everyone in the world has value. You don't have to be an athlete or a celebrity to be considered to be included in some sort of piece of artwork.
I haven't paid attention to much of anything here except connecting with people and getting people there to see the work and answering their questions and being the bridge between them and my work by telling them how it's made. I must have answered the same questions 1,000 times, But, it's different. It means something different for everybody, and everybody wants to connect with the artist, and I think that's invaluable to help familiarize people with art and their own creativity. So, if you step back and you don't want to interact, people are going to be more intimidated by that, and then they're not going to be creative in their own lives. So.
What's most exciting to me is the fact that, they're estimating 80 to 100,000 people are going to go through that venue over the course of ArtPrize. And 80 to 100,000 people will actually get to see my piece. I'll have the chance to connect with, that many people and sort of put my message out there to them. That's exciting.
The third place winner for ArtPrize 2010, who will receive the $50,000 prize, is Belly Lou for Lure Wave. The second place winner for ArtPrize 2010, who will receive the $100,000 prize, is Maya Tavanati for Svelata. Which means Chris Laporte is the winner of ArtPrize 2010 for Cavalry American Officers 1921. Congratulations, Chris.
Let me get another one over here. Over here. There's so many people that have gone so hardcore, full on, full throttle to pull out the best that they can to be here. And every one of them deserves a standing ovation, absolutely. My project's large, but everyone else put their heart and soul into it.
Right. I mean, having 250,000 people see your work in that time frame, when it's 5 minutes from my house, I mean, yeah, it's pretty great.